Okay, we are talking about lower limb. See, first class we have to talk about the fasciolata, which is covering the thigh region. Okay, the same fasciolata will continue into the leg region also. So when we do the dissection, first thing that we bump into is skin, then the superficial fascia, which is nothing but the fatty layer. Then comes the deep fascia, which is white glistening, and it is rich in all this collagen, elastin, all these fibers. Okay, so now this deep fascia in the thigh region is called fascia lata. Fascia lata is attached to all those bony extensions. Okay, so now here in the upper region, the bony extension will be pubic symphysis, the ilium, all these bones. So it extends and drops down like a cloth, and then it comes near the knee region. Okay, near the knee region, because more stability is needed, it will be tightly attached, and even near the saphenous opening where the great saphenous vein drains into the femoral vein, piercing the cribriform fascia. Around this cribriform fascia, which is nothing but fascia lata, it is again tightly attached. So around this region also it is tightly attached, near the knee region also it is tightly attached. That is about the fascia lata. Okay, so if you see where it extends into, in the center you have the femur bone, and it forms all these compartments and sends extensions from outside to inside. So you can see there is a medial compartment, posterior compartment, anterior compartment, which has all these extensions which is formed by the fascia lata. Next, so now here you should remember there is something called iliotibial tract in the lateral side. So how many compartments you have? You have anterior compartment, you have medial compartment, and the posterior compartment. Laterally there is nothing. So instead there is iliotibial tract, which is also a kind of derivative from the fascia lata. So it is influenced by three things. One is fascia lata, then gluteus maximus muscle, and tensor fascia lata from front. So this is from front, this is from back side, and this is on the lateral side. Okay, covering entire thing, and lateral side you will have the iliotibial tract. So now this is the nerve supply I have told you. Gluteus maximus will have inferior gluteal, these two will have superior gluteal, and so is the tensor fascia lata. See now, the name itself indicates it tenses the fascia lata. That means it will tighten this portion of your leg when you are attempting to stand on one leg. Okay, if your this side leg is lifted up, then this side leg has to be very stable at the knee joint. That's why this iliotibial tract is very, very important, and that is strengthened by all these three things. Alright, so that is about the fascia lata. So fascia lata is nothing but it is a facial covering that covers the thigh region, and it is very, very strong, and it is very weak in the medial compartment region, and it is quite weak wherever it is not of much requirement. But wherever there is any opening or any joint or any bony attachments are there, then it will be pretty thick in nature.